Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of High Seas Respite, where we navigate the often turbulent but always meaningful waters of caregiving and personal discovery. I'm Beverly Nance, your guide on this journey. Today, in our third episode titled Adjusting Sails, we delve deeper into the lives of two sisters, Kathy and Nicole, as they confront the realities of caregiving and the necessity of self-care. Kathy finds herself adrift in a sea of relaxation and reflection, while Nicole tackles the waves of responsibility back home. So grab your life vest, dear listeners, as we set sail into their stories, learning what it truly means to care for others and ourselves. Thank you for joining us, and let's get started. In the world of caregiving, the boundaries between duty and devotion are often blurred. For Nicole, stepping into her sister Kathy's shoes was more than an act of familial obligation. It was a plunge into uncharted waters. Meanwhile, Kathy, aboard a cruise ship, Serenade for the Seas, finds herself in a different kind of journey of self-reflection and unexpected camaraderie. It's early morning at Paula's house. The day begins with Nicole attempting to prepare breakfast. But first, she stands in the kitchen and looks through a stack of notes on the counter. Kathy's handwriting is scribbled out on all of the day's necessities. Nicole's talking to herself. Okay, Mom needs to take her meds before breakfast, or is it after breakfast? She thumbs through Kathy's notes again. As Nicole fumbles with the pill organizer, her frustration is already starting to mount, and it's early in the morning. Each slot is a reminder of her sister's silent burden, a burden now hers to bear. In her mom Paula's room, a capsule of memories holds echoes of a life filled with purpose and passion. Now, as the limitations of age encroach upon her independence, Paula finds solace in these memories, her mind painting a picture of her younger self, a woman defined by her resilience and zest for life. In walks Nicole. Good morning, Mom. I've got coffee brewing and I'm making your favorite, buttermilk pancakes. How are you feeling today? Good morning, Kathy. No, Mom, I'm Nicole. I'm Nicole. Kathy went on the cruise, remember? Kathy's going to be gone for a whole week. Paula was just thinking about the old days, the garden parties and all the little ones running around. It feels like a different world now. As Nicole listens to her mother's reminiscing, a smile touches her lips, her heart warming with the stories she told so many times, yet they never grow old. These stories, Paula's stories, are threads in the fabric of their family tapestry, colored by the hues of joy, nostalgia, and sometimes a touch of sadness. In these quiet moments of reminiscence, Nicole not only sees her mother as a woman who needs care, but as a woman who has lived a full life, a vibrant life. It's a poignant reminder of the depth of individual history each caregiver must honor and preserve, even as they help write new chapters. In Paula's kitchen, the aroma of fresh brewed coffee and buttermilk pancakes. Sunlight streams through the window, casting a warm glow on the breakfast table where Paula and Nicole are seated. As they settle in for the morning with a comforting breakfast, the kitchen feels like a sanctuary from the world's rush. Nicole, embracing her role more confidently now, sees an opportunity to not just care for her mother, but to connect with her on a deeper level. Mom, what would you like to do today? I thought maybe if you're up for it, we could spend some time in your garden after breakfast. I know how much you miss it. Oh, that sounds good, Kathy. No, Mom, I'm Nicole. Remember I told you Kathy's gone on a cruise for a whole week. I'm going to be here with you. I know you haven't been out there in a long time, so maybe we can go out and we can do some gardening. Do you think you could try to prune the roses and show me how to prune them as well? They're always bloom so beautiful this time of year. Nicole nods, her heart lifting at the joy in her mother's voice, a joy sparked by the mere thought of tending to her beloved garden, a place where Paula's spirit truly dwells. With breakfast plates cleared, Nicole helps Paula to her feet, supporting her as they step out into the backyard. The garden, once Paula's pride and sanctuary, shows signs of neglect, but is still a beautiful testament of years of love and care. As they approach the rose bushes, Paula's instructions are clear and confident, her expertise undiminished by time. She guides Nicole on how to select the right branches to prune, each instruction interwoven with anecdotes of past seasons, blooms, and visitors, both human and butterfly, that are attracted. You see, dear, you want to cut just below the bud that faces outward. That way the new branch has room to grow and won't cross the others. Oh, and remember the summer that we had a family of robins nesting right here? I remember, Mom, I do remember. You were so excited every morning to check on them. It's really nice being out here with you, Mom. In the simple act of pruning roses, a bridge forms between past and present, mother and daughter, caregiver and cared for. Nicole finds herself not just performing a task, but participating in a ritual of renewal and connection. Today, the garden does more than witness the revival of its plants. It witnesses the strengthening of a bond, the kind that roots deeply in shared moments of love and legacy. And as they continue their work, the garden begins to regain its former glory, each snip and trim a step towards bringing back its life, much like renewing the bond between Nicole and Paula. As Paula becomes tired, Nicole decides that it's time to go inside. Mom, would you like to go in for a nap? Yeah, I think I'm getting kind of tired. Nicole, right? Nicole. I don't know why I keep calling you Kathy. It's okay, Mom, it's okay. Let's go in and take a nap and I can get these dishes done. Meanwhile, it's early morning aboard the cruise ship, Serenade of the Seas. They're docked at a vibrant port of Cozumel. The sun casts a golden glow over the ship as it sways gently in the calm Caribbean waters. As dawn breaks over the picturesque island of Cozumel, Kathy wakes to a thrilling prospect of a day ashore. Today marks the cruise ship's first port of call, a much-anticipated stop on her journey of respite and discovery. Kathy meets up with her group of sailing friends at the ship's Lido deck for an early morning breakfast. The air is filled with excitement of the day ahead and the delicious aroma of fresh coffee and tropical fruits. Isn't this just perfect? I can't wait to explore Cozumel. I've heard the snorkeling here is incredible. Absolutely, Kathy. There's a great little market downtown. We can shop for some local crafts after we snorkel. It's going to be a fantastic day. Breakfast is a lively affair, with plans being made and maps consulted. Kathy feels a lightness she hasn't felt in months, the stress of caregiving momentarily lifted by the promise of exploration and laughter with her friends. Fully fueled by a hearty breakfast and high spirits, Kathy and her friends disembark. The vibrant energy of Cozumel greets them, the warm sun, the colorful shops, the inviting blue of the sea. They first head to a renowned snorkeling spot, where the crystal clear waters offer a glimpse into a mesmerizing underwater world. Kathy, donning her snorkel gear, plunges into the sea, her worries dissolving in the cool water as she swims alongside bright fish and intricate coral formations. Look at this coral. It's like a different world down there. After hours of underwater exploration, the group drives off and heads to the local market. Kathy wanders among the stalls, her eyes catching on handmade crafts that speak to the island's rich culture and artisans' meticulous care, a reminder of her own nourishing tendencies, yet without the weight of responsibility. Today, Kathy isn't a caregiver. She's a traveler, an explorer, a friend. As the sun begins to set, casting long shadows over the colorful market, she finds a small hand-painted vase, a perfect piece to remind her of today's freedom and joy. As they make their way back to the ship, Kathy feels recharged, her spirit buoyed by the day's adventures and camaraderie of friends. But even as she laughs and shares stories, part of her mind wanders back to Nicole and Paula, hoping that just as she has found a brief escape, they too have found their own moments of peace. Kathy knows that the guilt is creeping in, and she pushes it down. As the sun begins to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Kathy returns to her cabin aboard the Serenade of the Seas. Exhausted, yet fulfilled from her day exploring Cozumel, she looks forward to a simple restorative peace, restorative pleasure, sleep. Back in the quiet sanctuary of her cabin, Kathy feels the gentle sway of the ship, a rhythmic motion that beckons her to rest. The bed, with its crisp linens and plush pillows, invites her to lay down her tired body, to let go of the excitement and lingering threads of guilt that often accompany her nights. As Kathy settles into bed, she reflects on the extraordinary sleep she's had since the voyage began. There's something about being at sea, the isolation from the world's demands, the enclosed, the secure feeling of the cabin, and the steady cradling motion of the ship, that has granted her some of the best sleep of her life. Here, with the vast ocean around her and miles away from her usual responsibilities, sleep comes not as a fleeting visitor, but as a trusted friend. It's deep and restorative, each hour spent in slumber, knitting back together the frayed edges of her energy and spirit. In these precious moments of repose, Kathy's mind and body are allowed to heal, to rebuild from the daily stresses of caregiving. It's a reminder of how crucial rest is, not just for the body, but for the soul. For Kathy, each night's sleep on the ship is not an escape, but a necessary ritual of self-care, ensuring she can continue to give the best to those she loves, including herself. So as Kathy drifts off into a peaceful sleep, let us remember the healing power of rest, whether at sea or on land. Taking the time to truly rest is a cornerstone of both physical health and emotional resilience. Just as the gentle waves of the ocean bring Kathy restorative sleep and peace, our Take Care Time Respite Box aims to bring a wave of relaxation and renewal right to your doorstep. Each box is carefully curated to help caregivers like Kathy, and perhaps you, find moments of tranquility in their demanding lives. Imagine opening a box filled with items specifically chosen to enhance your rest and relaxation. From soothing teas and aromatic candles to luxurious bath salts and soft, comforting sleep masks, each item in our respite box is designed to replicate the calming experience Kathy enjoys, creating your own sanctuary of peace wherever you are. Whether you're a caregiver needing a pause or someone looking to gift a bit of peace to a loved one who cares for others, the Take Your Time Respite Box is your answer. Just like Kathy finds solace in her rhythmic embrace of the sea, you can find your slice of serenity with each item in our box, ensuring you're not just surviving your days, but thriving through them. Visit TakeCareTime.com today to order your respite box. Subscribe now and experience the art of caring for yourself as diligently as you care for others. Because remember, taking care of yourself isn't a luxury, it's essential. Join us next week as we find out how the end of the week goes for Kathy at sea and Nicole at home. This episode contains reenactments and dramatized details, and while in most cases we can't know exactly what was said, all of our dramatizations are based on research. Until next week, take care.